Hello everybody, I'm Coulter the Barbarian and welcome to the next round of the Yoshi's Island Warpless Winter Tournament 2023. Tonight we will be featuring Shado Chimera and jo141. Both these contestants are very close in their PB times, Shado Chimera boasting a 152.13 and JoJo with a 150.01. Now we're just waiting for the racers to ready up, make their final preparations, pray to Crom, and be on their way soon. Hope everyone's having a wonderful night. I'm ready for some Yoshi. Alright, Shado Chimera is readied up. Waiting on our fellow competitor jo141. So a little bit of history. The last time we had a tournament, I believe, was 2016. So it's been quite a few years since we've had a Yoshi's Island tournament. I'm pretty excited, happy to be part of this. Thank you to Volpe for hosting this wonderful event and for allowing me to be a commentator. New overlay hype. Make sure I've got all my notes ready. Welcome everyone in chat. Hello Fiona, hello Philip Jeffries, go cat me. Everyone, hello. Congratulations to Fiona on your tournament win, moving on in the bracket. If I read it right, you PB'd during your run, if I saw correctly. Congratulations on that. The legend indeed. So this run will be a 80% Warpless run. Oh, and we're ready to go. Like I said, this will be a 80% Warpless run. That means universal bans are in place, no major glitches. This is essentially the Yoshi's Island no major glitches category, which means no resetting, no 1-1 warps, no tongue glitching, no null egg, and no ACE, arbitrary code execution. See, both runners are running on the JP version. JP version does run a little faster than the EU version just because less text boxes you have to scroll through. I believe it's about a 7-second save over the course of the entire run. And we're off. 1-1 in we go. The whole theme of this stage is just to introduce you to all the mechanics, tell Yoshi to make eggs. But we barely learn enough to make eggs before we've already finished the stage, using our extended flutter technology to get over and skip a seed that would create a flower that we have to climb up on, and we're done. Now you'll notice the runners tend to aim for the bottom of the goal ring when they enter. It saves a few frames depending on from the highest point to the lowest point because it's less time Yoshi has to fall. And you'll see from the score screen, our runners tend, or at least they try, to avoid any red coins or flowers when possible because they will have to tally them up at the end, and that's extra frames lost. Now we come to the Great Reset 1-2. Along the way, we'll be grabbing one of the flower enemies, and we'll be using a special trick, spitting the flower into the wall, thereby activating its hitbox and allowing us to jump off of it and get an extended flutter up over the wall. Looks like Joe's first over the wall, with Shado. There we go. Shado shortly behind. I call it the Great Reset because many a runner will just reset after about 3 or 4 attempts. Good job, runners. Impossible trick. So they say. They always say. But we prove them wrong time and again. Moving on to 1-3. Now, compared to other Mario games, hills do affect your speed in Yoshi's Island, particularly slopes. In normal Mario games, slopes do not affect your run speed when you're going horizontally, but in Yoshi's Island they do, so you'll see our runners jumping over as many slopes as possible so that they don't lose speed. Now you just saw Joe activate a information block. He used that to change his... Oh, we've got our first hit. He used that to change his control scheme from patient to hasty. Now, it looks like Shado goes patient. I did not see him change his controls. So the key difference here is when you're impatient, it takes 2 button taps to fire an egg. One for the reticle to appear, and the other one to fire the egg. With hasty, you hold down the A button, and then on release, you fire the egg. So it's purely preference, but it can make some egg shots a little more tricky since you have to push the button twice instead of only once. I know very few patient players. Very few, actually. Shado being one. Yamayu was also a patient runner. And now we enter 1-4, the first boss stage. Looks like nobody's taking the vertical route. So an optional route to save a few frames, there's a destructible block up on the ceiling. You can do an egg neutral, which just means tapping A if you're on hasty and just firing egg in the lowest position. You can do a neutral, destroy that block and go upwards and thereby skipping one of the jump pads. It only saves maybe half a second and it requires a little extra finesse. Now here we're going to see them try to... Oh, not quite. Let's see if Joe gets it. Yes. So what Joe just did right there, the jar that has the key inside of it actually spawns above the platform. So by firing his egg off screen and catching it at the right time, he's able to raise the height that the jar falls, and it'll break and immediately give up the key. And now we've entered our first boss, Bert the Bashful. Children, avert your eyes. This is gonna get lewd. Pretty straightforward boss fight. Get eggs, and you hit him with it. Eggs. And his pants slowly descend. Because that's perfectly normal. Thank you, Nintendo, for that. I believe it takes about 5 eggs to shoot him, finish him off. Now, he can be a little tricky how he finishes. During this ending animation, which you'll see right here... Oh man, we're almost synced. Wow. I've never seen a more synced 1-4 ending. They're literally neck and neck. Amazing. But see, which is also more amazing, because during that ending animation where he's bouncing around the screen, there's a certain number of times he'll bounce off the edge of the screen before he'll do his finishing explosion, and the directions that he goes tends to be somewhat random, so he can add up to, I think, like an extra 2 seconds for his death animation, depending on how he dies at his worst. But it looked like everyone got about pretty close to the same timing. Now, the auto-scrollers, classic 1-5. I should just switch over to my smooth jazz radio voice and just comment on every single donut that falls. Is it glazed? Is it jelly? We'll never know. Come on, runners, let's see some flavor. Let's see some risky maneuvers. I want to see someone touch the bottom edge of the screen. No, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't dare, or would they? This is normally a time we should ask for donations. Someone read a donation. Chat, read me a donation. This is what we do during auto-scrollers, right? We read donations. What is my favorite donut flavor? Ooh. Let me think. I'm a big fan of Boston cream donuts. Got that custard center, chocolate exterior, chocolate glaze. Yeah. Boston cream's my jam. Yeah, jam. There's a little bit of a donut pun in there. Listen, I'm a dad now. I can make these kinds of jokes. Now, they're trying so carefully to avoid any red coins and flowers, as I mentioned before. And you can tell which ones are the red coins, but if you look at them carefully, the red coins have just a slightly darker yellow to them. Oh, they're almost orange. That's how you can tell which ones are the red coins. Getting a few practice flutters here. Shado is clearly going to impress us in 5-4 full skip. I better see it with that. They're looking good there, Shado. I want to see 5-4 skip. I want to see it. If you're not humming along at every end stage, are you even a Yoshi fan? Now we come to Shy Guys on Stilts. The platforming gets a little trickier here. We see some clever placement of Shy Guys for some extended flutters later, along with a few fun egg shots. Quick shot for the arrow ball. And a hop, skip, and a jump to the pipe. Oh, I'm sorry, to the ceiling. There is no pipe. There never was a pipe, and there never will be a pipe. Quick duck under the middle ring. You almost never get the middle rings. Obviously, they take time because they have to tally stars into your counter. And on top of that, they will also add those stars during the score screen that have to be counted. Oh, a hit has been taken. Oh, Shado going for the elite IL strat. Didn't quite get it, but a valiant attempt. He was trying to clear the way, and if you are very precise about it, you can get an extended flutter off of the stilt guy and be able to make it without having to spit the lantern guy onto the mushroom as you saw Jo do. Jo's strat is certainly much more consistent. I think Shadow's strat saves about 1.5 seconds if executed correctly. And now everybody's favorite, Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy. Our favorite little clouds of LSD make their first appearance in the game. If you touch them, as the name would suggest, you get dizzy. Let's see if any of our runners get dizzy. Oh, almost, Joe, almost. Oh, there we go. Now I'm happy. They're not inherently dangerous by themselves, and you don't lose a lot of time. I think it's about maybe a half a second per fuzzy hit. But they make the level, as you saw, very trippy. And while not too dangerous in 1.7, later on it can cause problems. They appear again later in World 4, and if they wave just the right way as you're running across them, you can actually clip through floors and through platforms, which will spell almost instant death. So we'll be on the lookout for that later. So far, still very close together. Shadow took a hit there in 1.6 and is a little bit behind, but negligible. 3 times in one run once. Oof. I actually get more scared of 6-3 fuzzies than I do of 4-1s. Oh, almost. Let's see. Oh, excellent shot by Shadow Chimera. And also shooting some eggs at the pot to clear the key, get it going faster. Just like that, we have a lead change. All because of one egg shot miss. Alright, now we're coming up to the final boss of World 1, Salvo. Salvo could be a bit of a bugger. He's just a big ball of slime that you have to repeatedly throw eggs at, and as you hit him, he turns into little slimes. His pattern, it is possible to one-cycle him, and by that I mean kill him as fast as possible before he briefly turns invincible. That requires a bit of luck with how he bounces and some very accurate egg shots. I don't know if they go for the one-cycle strat, but there's usually it's 2 cycles, 3 if at most, unless things go horribly awry. So you'll see a lot of horizontal shots to try and get bounces and hit him as many times. Very good fight from both runners. Shadow Chimera's took a big jump at the end, but again, we're almost synced. Maybe as 1.5, 2 seconds off. Very good World 1 runners, sub-13s for both. Depending on where you clock your timer. I personally clock my timer at boss explosions, but some people choose to do it at the score screen fade out. Usually you'll see the 100% runners do score screen splits. Now the tutorial is over. Now we go on to World 2, where things get exponentially more difficult from a speedrun perspective. Fiona does IL splits, yeah. I think everybody starts off doing IL splits at some point, and I transition to boss splits at some point. But, everyone has their own method of doing it. No wrong way to do your splits. So now we're coming into our first example of a pipe glitch. We're going to see if Jo or Shadow go for it and get it. Oh, Jo's going to skip it. Let's see if Shadow goes for the pipe glitch. There we go, he got it. So what Shadow did there was he pressed down and jump at the same time. And if you do that on certain pipes, you trigger what's called a pipe glitch. Essentially what it does is it puts Yoshi into a weird state where he's entering a transition in an awkward way, and sometimes the game doesn't know what to do with you, and if it doesn't know exactly what to do with you, it puts you in 1-1, but sometimes it will just transition you to the next screen, as we saw here. Now we allow that in a few places, but if you do it in the wrong pipe, you trigger a 1-1 warp, and that is not allowed in this category. That is a whole different category we have specifically for warps. We'll see. Hopefully we get clean. There we go. Clean extended flutters off the 1-up Shy Guy. There we go. Good job, runners. That Shy Guy could be a little finicky if you don't hit him just right, but got through cleanly. Hop over these coins and done. 2-1. Now 2-2 coming up. I think is probably one of the most difficult early levels of the game. There's a lot of precise movement here, some frame perfect tricks, perfect flutters, which we'll get into in a minute. If you've noticed, one of the key mechanics of Yoshi is able to extend his jump with a flutter. You'll see him kicking his little feet. That's what we call a flutter. Now there's a tactic called a perfect flutter, where if you reflutter at the peak of your height, you can start your flutter again and actually gain a few pixels of height. There's about a 3-frame window with which to execute it, and you'll see that used from here on out. Now you'll see our runners taking intentional damage here to get that enemy we call a toady, little guy with a helicopter on his head. Oh, excellent job for our runners getting up and over without having to use the seed. And now they're going to use that toady to get an extended flutter over this pillar. Oh no. Uh-oh, Shadow's in trouble. He spit his toady a little too low, so he has to go back up to the fly guy, but that's okay. He's alright, he's alright. Backup strats for the win. Good job, Shadow. Fortunately, also, nobody got stuck on the corner there. Sometimes as that screen's descending, it can get a little stuck, and you have to kind of fidget with your controls to get it to move forward. But fortunately, nobody ran into that. Now, they work their way through this little bit of a maze in 2-2, dodging rats and piranha plants. As the rats cleverly take your eggs as you go through. Fortunately, you don't need many eggs going through this. Oh, Joe taking the low route. With this fancy egg. Oh, no egg for Baxter. Joe looking for the Baxter. Make me proud, Shadow. Where's that bat? Oh, taking a hit. Taking a hit. Does he still have the guts? Ah, it's okay. I'll forgive him this time. But watch it. Ah, yes. Flying trash bag stage. These ghosts could be a little tricky because their hitboxes are... You think you could land on them anywhere, but their hitbox is only really good right on their face. I believe they're called gusties. They're the technical Nintendo term. That's a little sketchy, but it's all good. There have been many a death in this level because a gusty appears at just the wrong time and knocks you into a pit. Look at that foam clear. What a pro. Now we get to see our first instance of Baby Mario in this stage. Baby Mario actually gains speed when you jump on slopes. You'll see that used repeatedly as he's going down. Also, Yoshi by default runs at full speed. But like all Mario games, Baby Mario, you have to hold Y to achieve full speed. It was nice that the developers kept that little nuance in the game. Oh, good save. Shadow almost took a hit from the lantern guy as he despawned Baby Mario right underneath him, but he had the foresight to do a quick up tongue and catch the lantern guy. I know, right? Why wouldn't you want to run at full speed? And now we come to the next level, the boss of 2-4. Boo! Now here we're going to see, as I mentioned earlier, that perfect flutter. We're going to see that in full display here. But first we're going to see a gate hack. Now you'll see looks like 2 pinball plungers together. Now you're supposed to only come from one direction, but with a careful egg placement, that's okay. Grab a couple eggs from Joe, jump into them, and with an upshot, you actually force the egg to go backwards. The funny thing about eggs is if you shoot it straight up, it will actually travel backwards, and that's what he's trying to do here. Come on, you got it, Joe. There we go. There we go. And here we're going to see a perfect flutter to get up and over that wall that you're not supposed to be able to get over. The developers put that there just to intentionally tease you, but they didn't know speedrunners exist at the time, and we figured out a way. Good job, runners, for getting through the impossible trick, number 3. Just like that, we have another lead change. We're going back and forth. I love it. This is a good race. Now we're just working our way up these hipster cedar planks that we cook our salmon on, and working our way to Boo. But just like any other Boo in every Mario game, he's only vulnerable when you're facing away from him, so you're going to see our runners just ricocheting eggs backwards to hit him a couple times, and fight will be done. I don't know how to do 2-4 the intentional way. Yeah, I know, it's funny. You have to like go, you have to go through a door, trigger, you have to shoot, well, you shoot a cloud to trigger some stairs. Okay, clear all the things, get a little bit of lag. And just like that, we're synced perfectly again. Thank you, Shado, for syncing us up perfectly. You guys, I swear. Literally frame for frame sync. What is this? I hope Bowser comes down to the frame. I really hope so. You guys don't disappoint. Great race so far. One of my favorite levels to speedrun. It's one of the shortest levels, but it's so satisfying with its mechanics and how you have to move. It's just quick and fast-paced, and it's one of my personal favorites. Nobody went the up route. So there's an optional way you can go. If you spit a shell and shoot an egg correctly, you go up and over that little area you saw them duck and dodging through. Okay. And there we saw another technique with a shell spit. If you spit the shell at the correct angle, you can jump on it again as it's descending. Sometimes you take a hit, but that's okay because you're doing it for the extended flutter. Oh, Shado with the swag. Not bouncing off the red coin fly guys. Love it. Now we come to 2-6. I actually forget what this level's called, but that's okay. We're at ground pound through some quick foam. And it's supposed to be another maze level, but if you know where to go, you do it a fraction of the time. You're supposed to like go to the right, get a key, bounce up there, we'll just skip all that. Thank you, the Cave of the Mysterious Maze. It's not so mysterious because you just go up, but yeah. It's more of a puzzle for the hundo runners than it is for anything. Come on, out of the water. Little speedrun trick. When you're being launched into a water like that, if you just hold B, you'll jump automatically. You don't have to time your jump press for when your Yoshi's controls become active. You can just hold B and you'll jump. And you play on English still, Fiona? That's fine. Like, the time difference is negligible, like, honestly. Like, it's 7 seconds, but, you know, it's not that big a deal. You could totally world record with the English version. In fact, I encourage it. I want to see it. Now we come to 2-7. A lot's going to happen very quickly, so let me explain. He's going to use this giant egg, he's going to throw it, he's going to make a lot of stars. Stars have priority when rendering, and he's going to despawn 2 bullet bills so he can just run right through and not have to go through a door. Whew. Everybody get all that? See, right there, Shado only despawned 1, but that's good enough. You just need to despawn at least 1. Oh, is anybody going for the dream? Let's see. Oh, no. So if you time it just right and you're quick enough, you can actually make it underneath that falling block. It's very perilous, and many a runner have died there. That's why we call it the dream. All right, now we're gonna jump over this middle ring from Joe. Let's see, make sure he doesn't get the car. Hop on this info block, up and over. Now, the Nintendo wanted you to take the little car and have this little racing section. Oh, it's cute. Oh, car. No, it's just, ooh, car. See, now we get to watch the car. Go, Shadow, go. See? I don't think it's actually like that big of a time loss getting the car, but I'm so happy we got to see it. Thank you, Shadow, the swag mobile. He's just going for the swag. Shadow just being the crowd pleaser. And now we come to 2-8. This level gets a little perilous, so we try to take as many eggs as we can into this level, because we're going to need them shortly. Make it through this lava section, which can be a little perilous if you want to go quick. Lots of safety strats to get through cleanly. Sometimes inputs can be lost on some of these platforms if you're not careful. Dodging the middle ring. Now here we're going to see another instance of pipe glitch from Joe. Oh, or not. That's okay. We'll probably see it from Shadow. You can use a pipe glitch there to skip that screen. 2-8 also in my nightmares. I kind of enjoy 2-8. It was a fun level to do ILs for. Just because it's so technically precise and it's kind of long. It's satisfying to land, to get it all correct. Now we're going to see those eggs. 3, 4, 5, 6. So if timed right, you can knock that jar as far as you need to go and have to push it as little, because pushing it takes forever, so we use the eggs to help it along. See, Shadow opted for he had slightly less eggs, but he still did it optimally because he can keep pushing and the ghost still won't hit him. Whereas Joe went for the full 6 egg count, and at one point he had to briefly do a little back forward so he didn't get hit by a missile. I think they're about the same. And now we're going to have to contend with, I don't even know what you call them, spikes on chains. Now you have to shoot a little cogwheel up at the top to raise these spikes to allow you to pass through, as we see on Shadow's screen. Takes 2 shots to be able to clear it cleanly. Let's see if Joe gets a good... Oh, not quite. That's okay. There's only a couple degrees, as you see on Joe's screen. You can land on that arrow, so you only have to go up and not have to recorrect the trajectory of the arrow. But it's very hard to get that angle. So most of the time, you'll see a quick correct. And Shadow not far behind. Let's see if he gets a favorable angle. I think he's going to have to correct. That's going to be close. So close. Almost, Shadow, almost. Still a pretty good arrow, though. And now we come to the boss of 2-8. It's a giant ghost in a jar. He's gonna have to push the jar off the edge while fighting against the Shy Guys pushing the other direction. But with the correct timing of placements and left and rights, he should be able to do it in one go without too much issue, and while avoiding the flames that the ghost spits into him. But the real question is, does anyone dare get the off-screen key? We shall see. There's a total swag move you can do, where after you beat the ghost, you ground pound and try to time your ground pound just right so you can't see Yoshi. Let's see. Oh, I thought he was done. You gave me hope, Joe. And then you just made me sad. But I don't blame you. That's suicide to go for it in a run. Or a race, at least. Joe was about it. Oh, Shadow. Shadow. Oh. He did get the swag car, so I guess we'll give him points for that. So while Joe may be ahead in the race, Shadow still remains in the swag score. If you're keeping tally of points at home, the swag score for Shadow still remains at about 1,102. Joe's swag score is, sadly, because he missed the car, at only at about 250. I'm making these points up as I go, don't question me. And now we've entered World 3, the Den of Monkeys. Oh, sure, they start off nice and friendly, but later on they'll start throwing things at you, spitting seeds, stealing Mario. Yes, at the end we're going to count up their total time and add a swag score multiplier to their total time and find out who the real winner is. TIA is worth 5,000 swag points, by the way, so despite how well they've done in the whole run, they can still pull it out at the end. Exactly. I'm running this race here. It's my rules. Oh, okay. Quick hop and a quick hop. Now, as you're scaling vertically in Yoshi games, you try to do it as quick as you can, but you can actually do it a little too quick. As we'll see in some places, there's a little trick called a perfect jump. A perfect jump occurs when you press the jump button the exact frame that you touch the ground. And what happens is you will jump, but the camera doesn't realize that you even landed, so the camera won't follow you. So sometimes in those situations, you'll see them jumping really fast, and then the camera doesn't keep up with them. Well, that's because they did a perfect jump. But we can use a perfect jump in a few places to help us, and we'll get to that later. 3-2. One of the scarier levels in World 3. You've got some precise egg shots, as you just saw there on Joe's screen. There's a little screen manipulation there to spawn this vertical platform sooner. And you got a nice egg shot there to spawn the stairs. P2 is the determiner of whether a session will be good. Yeah, a good 3-2 feels very clean. It's like taking a shower. It's like taking a shower, but you didn't shave, so you still feel pretty clean, but at the same time, you know you could have done better, but you're still happy with it. It's good enough for the day, you know? And now we come to 3-3, Neppy Nuts Domain. Why do they call them Neppy Nuts? Because it's actually Neptune spelled backward. They're just giant water monsters that will come and annoy you if you slow down too much, but for any percent Warpless, they're pretty harmless. Little hesitations on the monkeys, but that's okay. Yeah, it's Neptune spelled backwards. Oh, we're gonna see use of the monkey from Joe. Interesting. So there's 2 X on the first try. Good job, Joe. So he used the monkey to actually jump and crouch at the same time to skip a helicopter. It only saves a couple seconds, and we'll see what Shao does. If Shao goes for the swag copter, or if he goes for the monkey. I don't know what's more swag though. I feel like helicopter still holds swag points, but it's pretty close. All right, Shado going for the copter, the safer strat. I feel like I can't give swag points for a safety strat though, so we'll just call that one neutral. Worst trick of the game. I know that trick is tough. Shout out to Joe for getting on the first try. He had to set up the monkey a little bit. He did not go for the optimal spike ball manipulation, but I don't blame him. I hate that trick even more. So you can actually manipulate the screen a little bit there to get a favorable rotation on that spike ball so you don't get hit. But it requires some very precise movements, and honestly, it's not really worth the time save. I think it's like a half a second, if that. And the rate of failure is high, so not really worth it in my opinion, but some go for it. Turn to the submarine, shooting torpedoes like an absolute monster. Now you do have to be careful firing too many torpedoes, because if it sits around for too long, it can give you some lag. So you want to be very precise about when you fire those torpedoes so that they kill things instantly. You want to both kill your enemies and keep as few torpedoes off the screen as possible. Watch out for the frogs, they will steal Mario. Now, we do hold the egg shot as we're descending the stairs. It does make you go a little bit faster when you're walking on stairs. Alright, now we come to 3-4. Froggy's domain? Froggy's castle? Oh, it's Froggy. Yeah. Yeah, you actually walk faster down the stairs if you're aiming your egg. We don't just do it for swag, there's actually a point. Alright, clear some foam, stay out of the water if we can, and move as quickly as we can. Now, Joe did take a red egg here. There is the IL strat of actually doing kind of the reverse of what you would normally do. You max out your eggs. I'm sorry, you max out your stars as much as you can in this stage, because later on they'll force you to take a mid-ring. So if you max out your stars along the way, you'll actually save time. But it doesn't look like either runner is going for that strat. So far, pretty clean 3-4 from both runners. Now we have to watch for Joe. This room could be a little tricky, making very precise jumps. And good work. Is it faster to not flutter through the entire... It is technically faster to flutter through it, but not by much. I think it's less than a second time save, so... And you actually lose time if you choose to... If you fall into the water after you've been fluttering, you're losing time, so it's a choice up to you. Yes, you're technically saving time, and I always use it as kind of a flutter warm-up, because it's just good practice. Sometimes it's just good to keep your flutter hands strong as you're going through the run, but yeah, not technically really worth it. Alright, so now we're going to see Joe enter the boss, literally enter the boss. And what we used to do is just shoot the eggs directly at the uvula. Well, we used to shoot them off the walls and then into the uvula, but we found out through math and things that barbarians don't really understand, that if you maximize the distance from the uvula and shoot at as close to a 45-degree angle as you can potentially kill Froggy in 5 shots. Now we typically average 6, max 7. There we go. But ideally we can do 5. So, good fight from Joe. I think that was 6 shots. I think that was 4, 5, so it looks like it's gonna be a 6 for Shado as well. Good fight, everybody. 3-5, lots of eggs, lots of foam, lots of monkeys. Hurry, hurry, go, go, go. This is another fun level that's really, really awesome to do fast, because you're just barraging the stage with eggs and hoping for good angles and just blasting your way through. It's just very run and gun stage. I love it. Ooh. A little bit of a sketchy, almost missed the platform rotating there, but all good, Joe. Looking good. Alright. Chance for some swag points here. Let's see. They go for... Oh, Joe with the swag points! That's an extra 200 swag points into his column. Let's go. Let's see if Shao can keep up and add some swag points of his own. Going for the risky Shy Guy bounce. Good job, Joe. That's what I want to see. He's still behind in swag points from Shado, but he's catching up now. Nathan would be so proud. Praise be to Nathan. And now Joe's entering the stage here. Oh. It's okay, Shado recovered it, but he did not keep up in swag points, so there's a swag gain on Joe's side. Now we're going to see, in Harry the Hedgehog stage, you have 2 options. You can go the up route or you can go the down route. Let's see what our runners choose. Oh, we have down route from Joe. This is going to require some precise rat placement. Oh, he forgot to grab a rat. There you go. Usually what you would do there is you would take a rat with you, kill the hedgehog, spit it, and then jump on it immediately, but I think he forgot himself and forgot to grab a rat. That's okay, though. Let's see what Shado goes here. I'll give him 20 swag points for going the down route. That's definitely the harder route to go. Doesn't get full points for execution, but just taking the down route, he gets 20 swag points. All right, let's see what Shado goes. Let's see if he goes the top route or the down route. Oh, he's going the up route. Safe, respectable. Not too much of a time difference. I'm not actually sure what the time difference is there, but it's a little bit of a save. I think it might be 3 or 4 seconds. I'm glad that we're getting to see some variation between the runners, some different strats. Oh, 3-7, I love 3-7. You need some luck from the fish and some precise monkey placements, but you can just hop right across. Let's see. Oh, Jojo getting the godfish. He got the RNG. I'll give him 50 swag points for that, just for the RNG factor and for going for it. Absolutely beautiful. Bottom route is technically faster, yes. Grab some monkeys, make some eggs. All right, let's see if Shado gets some similar fish luck. Nice and clean through the trees, through the spear guys. Looking good, Joe. All right, let's see if we get some more swag point potential coming up here. Let's see if he despawns the door. No door despawn. Lost opportunities. So what you could do there, maybe we'll see Shado do it. You could upspin a shy guy, so when he starts rolling, it's actually a lot of processing power for the game to do doing that rolling animation. So you can actually despawn the bonus stage door. Oh, Shado running into a little bit of trouble here. That's okay. You can despawn that bonus stage door, and it's just funny. It's okay, Fiona. There'll always be next time. All right, we'll talk about 3-8 in a minute, but we really want to see if the swag points are earned from Shado. No swag points earned there. Another missed opportunity. All right, we got rapid egg fires coming from Joe to clear these ghosts. And you're gonna see, oh, interesting. Yeah, and he actually glitched through that torpedo piranha thing. With a careful tongue placement, let's see how many eggs they take. All right, Joe taking the full egg count. You can play it a little risky and go with 5 counts if you're very sure of yourself, but for a race, most people will take the full 6, and you'll see why. You gotta shoot your way through a couple enemies here. We're gonna see these big ghosts that Joe's about to come up to here. He's gonna slow down a little bit, neutral an egg. Didn't quite get it. He's trying to, you'll notice that ghost, there we go, see? You wanna get him as he spawns and before he grows in full size. All right, now let's get through the true boss. Oh, no. Joe got a little stuck. That plant is the true boss of 3-8. Forget Naval. He's nothing. That's the true boss. All right, going in here with 3 eggs. Perfect. Everybody get your oh my's ready. Now, most people think you have to fight this boss, but you don't. There's actually a developer-intended shortcut. Ooh, nice far shot. Very good from Joe. Oh! Very good shot from Joe. I'll give him 10 swag points for that, for like max distance, oh my. Oh, Shado almost got through. It's okay. Oh, he's gonna have to go back. He's gonna have to wait for an egg. All right, neither of our runners seem to have cleared the big boss, but that's okay. Let's hope Shado doesn't run into any issues. Make sure I would get the full 3 Shado. Oh, he's going for 2. I like it. I like it. He's confident in himself. He can always stand on the edge and just fire a guaranteed shot. Oh, also with the max distance from Shado, plus 20 to you, sir. Damn, beautiful. All right, so that's a wash for swag points. Both did excellent. Great to see it from them both. Joe with a little bit of a lead going into World 4. Now we start to see some Koopas come into play. I think it's also the first time we see Goombas as well. I love this section. Again, just quick-paced run and gun. Shoot everything, get it out of your way. Good stuff. All right. As we mentioned before, this is the next instance of seeing fuzzies. Now here things can get a little dicey. There is the potential to clip through. I'm curious if anyone takes a safety ring here. Nope. Going without protection. All right, so far pretty clean. Oh, not bad. Oh, take a fuzzy. All right, looks good. He was able to clear through before things got really hazy. All right, Shado going through with a gun of 4-1. Oh, Joe going for the secret route. Let's see if he gets up and over. Oh, he does. That's definitely 200 swag points right there. Going the up route. Let's see if he makes it work though. It can get he's got the. Now this does save time, but I think he actually lost time because of execution. But 200 swag points for going the up route. Good job. He's catching up. I think that puts him at about 630 swag points to about 1180. So he's got some catching up to do still. Swag car still holds a lot of points value, but there's still so much game to be played. Now let's see what Shado does here. He's going the down route, the safety, the more sensible route. That's okay. Coming into 4-2. Quick neutral to the left. Kill, down the pipe. Nice and clean. Good baby martyring from Shado. Now there are some odd strats, and as we're seeing on Joe's screen, that you can actually go up and over that big wall instead of going down that series of stairs. But it involves some very precise shell spits. I don't know if it's actually worth it, but oh man, that would have been some big swag points. All right, nice and clean for Joe going through here. And we fall. A couple tongue licks just to pace ourselves correctly. Oh, Baxter. No Baxter on the easiest Baxter stage. Minus 20 DKP. I'm sorry, I'm deducting swag points for not going for the easiest Baxter in the game. But now we're coming into 4-3. Blooms, and more blooms. Shado still with the chance to make up a little bit of swag points. It's baby swag points, but you know what? It's expected. Oh, going for the shell spit. Does he have enough height? Oh, beautiful job from Joe. Going for the shell spit strat. You know what? He gets that 20 right back. And another 20, so plus 20 for him. Going for the IL strat with the shell spit. I love that strat. Make sure he doesn't hit any trouble. Good job. Shado not far behind, just about to start 4-3. I'm curious if he goes for the shell spit as well, or if he takes the balloon route. Ooh, Joe taking a hit from the balloon torpedoes. Ooh. Sorry, he's got to backtrack a little to the left. That's okay. He went for it. I'll give him half credit for it. He gets 10 swag points. Minus 10 for execution. Yo, what up, Icterus? Ooh. Oh, good save, Shado. He forgot a shell, but he was able to save it. Alright, coming into 4-4, one of the longest stages of the game. Certainly one of the I think might be the hardest IL in the game, in my opinion. You're going to see Joe running through, just trying to grab as many eggs as he can, because he's going to need them. He's going to need every single one of them. Dodging the flower very well. Locking an egg. Not bad. Nice and clean. Alright, so this stage is divided up into 4 corners, each corner containing a key. You have to explore all 4 corners and get each key in order to make it to the boss. 4 keys in total. Typically we start with the top right because you've already loaded up on eggs and this is where you need them the most. You've got to clear your way through these blocks, find your way through snippets. Now you saw him stop there instead of running. Oh, man. Oh. That was so he didn't go too far to the right, so he could continue getting the horizontal bounces and clear them faster. Little trouble through here, but not too bad. Shadow making his way through foam, being chased by the big chomp. Looking good so far. Had to pick up a few extra eggs. Oh, getting dicey. Get a little scary for Joe, but he looks like he's through. No swag pound. Another missed opportunity. It's okay. That one actually does save time. So is it swag if it saves time? The age-old dilemma. I think by definition, it can't be swag if it saves time. Shadow going for a more efficient route, just plowing forward. Oh, taking a hit from the sniffet. Nice and clean, getting that perfect flutter. Good job, Joe. Let's see if Shadow can get through this a little cleaner. Now you'll notice he's using his tongue to clip right through the masked what do they call them? Thieves? I don't know what they're technically called. They're annoying as hell is what they are. Yo, what up, punk, yo? No bucket skip. That would have been a 500. Yeah, I guess it's not swag. It saves time though. But me personally, I'd give 500 points for bucket skip. Bandits, thank you. Ooh, a little sketchy, looking good. So shout out to going to bottom left first. That's my preference as well. Some people go up left and then bottom left for the last one. I like going the lava room first. No, you only lose like 20 seconds if you grab the middle ring. It's actually not that bad. Alright, nice and clean. Shadow going for the top left first. Having a little trouble with his arrow. Now Joe's got all the keys and is heading toward the boss, marching mild. We got a potential 200 swag points coming up if you get the triple. Now, as you start, you're going to see Mild, you're going to stomp on him. Which room is my favorite? Oh, lava room for bucket skip. Clearly. Top left is fun. No bucket skip. So we're coming into marching Mild, the boss. What our runner's going to have to do is going to have to ground pound on him a bunch of times to split him in halves. Then when he gets to the smallest half, he'll turn into Milds, which he'll then kill with eggs. Now there's a couple ways to do it. You can do a double-double. You can hit multiple Milds at one time. But there's a triple, which is the ultimate elite move. Let's see what Joe goes for. Okay, looks like he's... Ooh, taking a hit. Oh, a little trouble there. Did not go for the triple. The triple requires an egg shot to shoot the far Mild into the others, but that's okay. Let's see this good shot. And with the swallow for the finish, as it should always be. Little trouble for Joe on the fight, but not bad. He got through good enough. Good enough for government work, as we say. Alright, Shadow, close behind. Let's see what he can do for Mild. Might be able to make up a little bit of time here. And now we're going into 4-5. Pushing rocks like a champ. Except we're not actually pushing any rocks because we skip them all. The whole goal of this stage, you're supposed to push that rock through a series of obstacles and keep it through you, but we skip all that. We never push the rock. Alright, Shadow going into marching Mild. Let's see. One. Right. Oh, he goes my strat. He goes for the double-double. Coming in there. Okay, a little variation on it. Let's see that shot. No one getting the perfect shot. Still a little better of a fight for Shadow. Alright, Joe continue to make his way through 4-5. Relatively cleanly, took a hit. Using the roly-poly there to give himself a bit of a speed boost by spinning it into the wall and bouncing back at him. Now let's see which choice of strat our runners go for here. You can take the safe route and just flutter from the top of the hill. Yep, going for the safe route. You can save a little bit of time with a precise shell spit. but it's not too big of a deal. Ooh, that was close. Oh, Joe almost won the swag game though. If he got that bonus, that's an easy 4,000 swag points. If you take a bonus, easy. Sadly though, another missed opportunity. When are they going to learn? Bonuses are clearly the best strat. Just you get items. What's not good about that? Can it be swag if it loses time? It can be. But it also has to look cool. Oh. Alright. Go slightly jump. Okay. A little bit of a backup strat from Shado in 4-5. Alright. Joe making his way through 4-6. Okay. He intentionally kept max eggs here so that the flowers aren't spitting little piranha or little cacti at him. Good tactic. Now he's got to make a series of egg shots here to fight his way through a couple crabs. The crabs take 3 egg shots to kill. Alright, not bad, not bad. Get his way through some foam here. Very nice. Good, nice, clean shot from Joe. Jumping through some Shy Guys on stilts. Jump right into this one. Let's see if he clears this plant easy. Not bad. Alright, Shado also making his way through 4-6. He's not have the full complement of eggs, so getting a few cacti shot at him, but still served no trouble for him, clearing through it nicely. Now you can run to a little bit of fish RNG here, so let's see if the fish are nice to him. Sometimes they could jump up right in your face. Yep, right, like right there. He just got bad fish RNG there. It happens. All right. Joe making his way through 4-7. Let's see if he gets the flutter. Oh, misses it. He's got to go back and try again. Not super risky. There we go. Got it on the second try. Not bad. Now it does. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Looks like Joe might be going. I forget what the exact setup is, but it looks like he might be going for Chicken Baxter, which will be explained very shortly. Ooh, Shado taking a hit from the boss plant. But I mentioned the skill Baxter before. So what you could do is you can, as a swag move, you can shoot an egg and reflect it and bounce it back so that it bounces and is passed on to the next Yoshi. Well, there's a move here called Chicken Baxter. Normally, when you would complete the goal ring, these chickens, as we call them, would fly away. But if you do a frame-perfect cancellation, you can actually take the chicken with you into the next stage. And there's a good strat to that, to being able to kill the boss quickly. But it's frame-perfect, very difficult to do. But he went for it, so kudos to the attempt. Shado, okay, he was able to recover it and was able to make the flutter successfully. Oh, Shado looks like he might also be going for Chicken Baxter. Plus 300 points for successful Chicken Baxter. Just because it's cool. Ooh, taking a hit from a Gusty. Alright, now we're working our way through the Mighty Turtles stage. I forget what his name is. It's okay. Let's see. Taking a hit there. Now we've got to make some precise egg shots to get through these blocks. Hook Bill, thank you. Ooh, oh, that's not good. If he gets back under, okay, good. Oh, going for the... Oh, didn't get it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is bad. Oof. Okay, he's alright. With 1 second to spare. No, we're not very good at names at all. Not good at math, not good at names. We know how to smash. That's about it. And getting the mid-ring skip. Flutter. Good. Okay. I always gotta clench my butt going over those blue spikes. It's not that scary of a jump. For some reason, it always makes me a little nervous. All right, Shado making his way through the beginning parts. Ooh, getting a hit. Didn't quite go far enough. Now Joe vertically shooting some eggs. He's got to make sure he retains 4 eggs so that he can fight Hook Bill. Ooh, and Shado taking a hit from the blocks as well. Now Joe approaching the boss. Usually what you'll see is everybody just keeps running forward, but you don't actually have to keep running. Once the mist engulfs you, you can actually just stop and wait. And usually what you can see here is he's placing his screen placement precisely, so there's just a little bit of that left block in the screen. And by doing so, he's able to manipulate it so actually one less block explodes, and yet the screen has to scroll a little bit less. So it's an optimization, very good one, and not too hard to pull off. Now he's got his 4 eggs. Now we'll just see, there's a 100-point swag bonus coming up for rocket launch. If you get your ground stomps on Hook Bill very quickly and very precisely as he's falling, if you do it every single time. Oh, Joe missing with the first one. Rip rocket jump. He could still go for rocket jump, but it's going to be incredibly risky if he does. He could potentially lose himself a bunch of time. Because normally what would happen is you would skyrocket off into the sky if you did it correctly. But if you don't do it every single time, there's a chance that the screen won't end properly and you could be flying for quite a while. So, oh, he was going for it, but thankfully he missed it. He doesn't know how lucky he is missing that. It's not guaranteed that it messes up, but there's a decent chance. So, World 4 in the bag. Shado Chimera about to start his Hook Bill fight. Let's see how his fares. Come on, guys. Let's see a rocket jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's first ground pound from Shado. The awesome blast off took 15 seconds. I think it could take even longer than that. Shado missing the second one. It was a little too far away, but that's okay. Oh, also going for it as well, but that's okay. Decent fights from both of them. Now we're entering 5-1. Start seeing snow and ice physics. First, we're going to ride this cloud guy for a while. Now, if you time your ups correctly, you can spawn a second cloud guy, which should be able to take you the rest of the way. And there he is. Good job, Joe. Now, he should be able to ride this cloud all the way to the door. Unless he gets, nailed by some penguins, which is possible. Alright, well done. First screen of 5-1. Shado entering the same area soon. Ooh, taking a hit. Now we got some tricky egg shots coming up with some icicles. Let's see if he gets the good shot. Okay. Can hit that bicycle a little sooner than that, but it's not a giant time save. It just looks cool. Shado riding this cloud now to victory. Clean through the plants for Joe. Looks like he's making his way pretty well through the end screen of 5-1 here. Good job, Shado. Getting his second ride. And no bonus. Alright. Shado cleanly through the first screen of 5-1. Joe moving on to 5-2. Oh, also taking a hit there. I know you guys are still trying to sync up and all, but you gotta get back neck and neck first. And now we start seeing the snow physics. Snow actually does slow you down, so you're going to see him trying to jump as much as possible. And going for the penguin. He did go for the perfect flutter, but he brought the penguin as a backup, which is wise. Solid attempt. Didn't quite make it. Now let's see if he... I'm curious if he takes the cloud or... Yep, takes the cloud. I don't know what the time difference is between not taking the cloud and taking the cloud. I know you can... I think taking the cloud is technically faster if you despawn the middle ring. If you get all those clouds that spawn stars, you could possibly despawn the middle ring. I think the cloud is faster in that instance. I could be wrong, though. I'm not 100% sure. All right, Shadow clearing 5-1, moving on to 5-2. Depends how you do Cloudless. Yeah, fair enough. Now we're going to see him hover across here to a penguin, and then he's going to make his way right up there. Well done. Good 5-2. No, you know, they both missed out on their chances for about 300 swag points getting the swag ball, but sadly, another missed opportunity from both runners. Without the cloud, that's faster, but it's pretty much aisle only. All right, good to know. Now we come to 5-3. Many a new runner's death trap. Certainly claimed me recently. Lots of ways to do that first screen there. He could have taken the fire melon and blasted his way through some of the ice and gone the vertical route. But he's going to take this good fish bounce here, up and over, and skip most of this water section. All right, Shadow Chimera making his way through 5-2. Looking pretty clean so far, hopping over the snowman. Oh, interesting, he doesn't take the snowman further, but that's okay. Hovering his way up and over. Joe making his way through 5-3. All right, good job. Through the perilous ice, over the penguins, and into the door. The level of my nightmares, yes. 5-3 haunts many a runner. No matter how good you get, you can always still die at 5-3. Oh, with the egg shot to clear a snowman. Well done, snowman section for Joe. Very optimal. Now let's make sure we get through. All right, good. And he cleared the blue spikes. And well done. Now we get to the skiing section for Joe. Shadow still making his way through the beginning bits of 5-3. Alright, looks like that's a good favorable bounce. And he's up and over. Oh, look at little Mario with his snow hat. Oh, he's just adorable. He's just like a cute little pig. Look at him. He's like a little pumpkin boy. Without a pumpkin. Shadow being a little cautious through the ice. Don't blame him. I would be too. Joe making good pace through the snow section. During the second screen, you don't actually have to touch the controller and you'll make it just fine. Alright, Shadow making it through. Okay, you're scaring me a little bit, Shadow. You're scaring me a little. Okay, yeah, just get rid of the penguin. Okay, okay, all right, you're good, you're good. And we're through the ski section for Joe. Oh god, Shadow just scared the crap out of me. That penguin almost got him. Maybe you didn't see it, but that penguin almost nailed him. I've seen many a run die to that last penguin. He hits you and then knocks you right into the nearby pit. But he's through. Alright, now we come to 5-4. I don't expect either runner to go for 5-4 skip. I don't know if Joe's attempted it, or if he's in the process of learning it, or if he's just not there yet. I'm guessing with a 150 PB, he's probably not quite there yet, and that's understandable. But we'll see. Maybe he'll surprise me. All right, to the sluggy section. Oh, we've all died to that penguin. Shadow making his way cleanly through the snow, the ski. Alright. Take out the bats. Ascend the stairs and make your way. Now, like I said, there is an infamous 5-4 skip for those who don't know. There's a section coming up for Joe that involves a ghost on a platform. Most people with his PB level will probably opt to take the platform, but once you get to probably about the 144 or 145 time range, you start to learn the most infamous trick in this speed game, the 5-4 skip, which involves a long series of perfect flutters to go underneath and you're able to make it across using bats and Shy Guys, and it is a very long, very tough trick to learn. I myself, I believe it took me about 700 attempts before I was able to successfully do it for the first time. Yeah, he's taking the platform, as expected. No shame in taking the platform. It's a very hard trick to learn. Watch Shadow bust out the 5-4 out of nowhere and just bring this right back. Let's see it, Shadow. Nah, I don't actually expect it. Okay. It would be interesting to take tally of how many runners actually have 5-4 skip in their arsenal. But if you ever decide to learn 5-4 skip, maybe it's because it's my own strat, but I recommend checking out maybe some of my videos. I do it in about as safe and a consistent manner as I could think of, using intentional head bonks to avoid having to do as many flutters as you can. But, you know, everybody has their own strat for doing this and their own subtleties, so whatever works best for you, you do that. In this tourney, 5 runners do it. Okay. Yeah, Shadow's taking the platform. Don't blame him. Oh, we've got a nice Humphy cruise on a ghost for us. So we might as well talk about Sluggy while we're on our way. So Sluggy, the boss that's coming up, is a large blob with a heart in the center of him. And if you remember in 3.8, how we used able to shoot off screen to shoot those ghosts that were kind of block-like and would fill the screen and block your way, well, we're going to use a similar strategy for Sluggy. So his body doesn't actually render until we're within sight of him, but his heart is still there. So what we can do is we manipulate the screen in a way so that we fire an egg off screen while Sluggy's off screen, so that, and then move to the right so that while the egg is right where his heart should be, we render him. So that was a lot of words, but you'll see, hopefully you'll see it in action here. You're gonna see him run to the left, fire an egg, and run to the right. And if his placement and timing is correct, he'll hit Sluggy instantly. Normally what you have to do is you have to use a bunch of eggs to kind of beat down Sluggy's body to get access to his heart. But if you do it correctly, you can only need 4 eggs for this whole fight. So you see his heart there, he's going to move to the left. There's 1. There's 2. Well done. 3, not quite. 3. 1 more. 4. All right, not bad. He got in 5 egg shots. Very good fight from Joe. Not optimal. He could have done it, you know, he could have done it in 4, but still very good fight. Shadow almost through the ghost platform section. Just a little more to go, and then he'll be fighting Sluggy himself. And in the meantime, we come to 5-5. Introduced to the Goonie Birds. Now, Goonie Birds, you can land on their heads and actually ride them. Tiny little Pegasi. Pegasi. Making his way through. Let's see if he goes for the helicopter skip or the helicopter skip. I'm more of a fan of the helicopter skip myself. Yeah, he goes for the helicopter skip. Plus 10 swag points. Three. Shadow having a little bit of trouble with Sluggy. Alright, not bad. That was about 6 or 7 shots, I think. Not bad, Shadow. Pretty good. Swag copter. Yeah, we'll give him, I'm gonna give him plus, what'd I say? Yeah, whatever, plus 100 points. That brings him up to about 750. He's slowly catching up on Shadow. Ooh, taking a hit. Now you can see him riding that bird. Not doing the optimal IL strat. You can actually take a Shy Guy with you, and get an extended flutter and go to the left right here and clip through that one piranha plant. But it's a bit of a risky move. I don't blame him. Shado making his way through 5-1. Getting clean grabs, clean bounces, looking good. Yeah, it does save a little bit of time. It's a little tricky to pull off because it's very easy to get hit by that one piranha plant. And now Joe comes to our next auto-scroller. Shado also with the helicopter skip. My man. Good job. Right choice. Joe taking intentional stars here. Interesting choice. He might be intending to grab the middle ring after the auto-scroller. Not a bad idea in a race. Shado making his way vertically, nice and cleanly, very clean. 5-5 for Shado. Yeah, no, that's not a bad strat at all. If you're intending to get the middle ring anyway, then yeah, might as well get some stars for it. That way, it'll cost you about 20 frames on the score screen, but you know what? But you'll save about a second and a half going for that grabbing the middle ring. So really, for the safety, only losing 20 frames, not bad. It's probably a little more than that because you do stop for a little bit at the mid ring, so you're probably only losing maybe half a second total. Having a little fun with the baseball boys. All right, now's the time to show off, guys. Let's see some chicken. Nobody grabbed the chickens. What gives? No chicken play? Oh, disappointed. At least let's see some egg juggling. All right, come on, Shado. Come on, there you go. Yeah, make some room. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a little chicken play. All right, last chance, Joe. They're right there. Look at them. They're so helpless. Little mama's just taking her kids for a walk. Don't you want to take them for a walk? Can you 5-6 Chicken Baxter? I don't know if there's an advantage to doing that, but I never knew it was possible to do 5-6 Chicken Baxter. Chickens look sick when you bring them into 5-7. Well, usually there's a bit of an ID setup. So every egg in your inventory has an ID associated with it. And usually you have to have the chicken has to be a certain ID in order for it to work. And when you transition into the screen. So yeah, I imagine it is possible. I don't know what the setup is, but... Oh yeah, there'd be total swag points. That'd easily be like 300 swag points with the very rare 5-6 Chicken Baxter. Clearings. Oh, interesting little egg acceleration from Joe. Baseball guy's helping him out a little bit. Nice little optimization there. There you go. Shado getting some chickens. Look at that. Only 3 out of 4 chickens. Now we're talking. That's 150 swag points. 50 per chicken for Shado. Easy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful chicken play. Oh, so good. With their little swim trunks and everything. Oh, so good. Anyway, 5-7. We go left for once. Starting off going left. Now, you always have to watch it on those Tetris blocks, as we like to call them, those gray blocks. They do a little shimmy before they fall, and sometimes if you're trying to jump and you're doing it right as they shimmy before they fall, sometimes they'll eat your input when you don't expect it to, and you'll fall to your doom. So you always got to be a little cautious on those. Ooh, missing a little jump there, but it shouldn't be too costly. You can just hover, and safe. All right. Good job, Joe, on the recovery. Shado finishing up 5-6. All right. Now, Joe coming up on a very tricky egg shot to clip through a piranha plant. It's about the most nerve-wracking 2 seconds in this game. There we go. Left, right, left. Okay. Oh, that was close, but he made it. And with the little extra pipe glitch to save 3 frames. See if he goes for the optimal. Oh, he's going for it. Didn't quite get it. Good try, though. Joe going for an optimized extended flutter off of a penguin, but it's very tricky to spit that correctly and get him to land right. But he went for it, so kudos to that. All right, now Shado starting 5-7 himself. Joe moving on to 5-8 boss level, Raphael the Raven. Now, Raphael the Raven is an interesting fight, as we'll see later. You fight him on a moon, and he has the choice to either go left, right, or stay put. I think it's like a 1 in 250-something chance that he stays put. I've never had it happen to me myself. I saw it happen to one person. I forget who it was. It might have been Trix. But I've never had it happen to myself. See Shado going for. Ooh, he fluttered there, maybe a little nervous, but he got through cleanly as well. All right, Joe making his way vertically, hopping on the bullet bills, looking good. Coming up on this section, he's got to vertically clear some blocks. Takes a spinning arrow with him. Ooh, unfortunate spawn. Uh-oh. Running into a little bit of trouble there. That happens sometimes. Sometimes you just get a bad cannonball, and no matter what you do, you're going to get hit in that spot. He did? Oh man, I missed it. I was watching Joe. Shado with the penguin spit. That's plus 50 swag points right there. Getting the ideal penguin spit. All right, Joe making the last ascension up until Raph. Oh, there you go. You see, that was that perfect jump I was mentioning earlier, how the screen didn't keep up with him. That was because he did perfect jumps, and the camera was fooled. Ooh, getting a few hits there. What's up, K-Mech? Send me to the moon. Right. Oh, interesting. I almost thought Shado had something crafty up his sleeve, letting that gold bill follow him for a bit. Ooh, didn't quite clear both cannons. So now we come to the moon. Like I said, ideally you want Raphael to go left. That's the quickest way. Sometimes he'll go right, and if he goes right, there's a chance he'll like stop halfway and just troll you. And there's a very, very small chance he'll stand still, but no one's ever, which is technically the fastest, but no one's ever ready for it. And he goes right. What a jerk. All right. Oh, the miss. Unfortunate. Okay. All right. 2, one more hit, and Raph's done. And GG. Not too bad of a fight. Little rough start, but he got through. All right, let's see how Shado fares. He is also quickly approaching Raph. Took a little hit there, but much cleaner overall section for Shado, making up a little bit of time. What's up, awesome guy? Let's see if Shado has a little bit better luck with Raph than Joe did. Alright, now we've got a long world transition for Joe. For some reason, World 6 takes the longest, so let's watch Shado as he fights Raph. Fly me to the moon. Da, 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 da. Go left, you black bastard. Go left, you stupid bird. He goes right as well. Jerk. Alright. Took a hit there. That was just unfortunate sparks. Oh, the miss. Unfortunate. Alright, and the recovery. Joe on PB pace right now? Hell yeah, let's see it. Let's see all the PBs. I mean, Shadow's not that far behind. He could technically be on PB pace as well. Got an extra, you know, little more than 2 minutes to work with, so as long as he keeps up with them, he might PB as well. Double PB, let's see it. I want to see the double PB. 10,000 swag points for a PB. Alright. Making it through this chomp section. Sometimes you can get a little bit of bad luck, and the chomps will get ahead of you and you have to stop. Now he's going to take this toady with him and upspin him in this next area, so he gets a little bit of an extra jump. And nice and clean. Oh, had to do a little bit of a flutter. That might slow him down. That might get him some bad RNG with the... Okay, good. That last chomp coming in could have been bad, but it looks like it held back. Joe looking pretty clean. He also got through the first section very cleanly. This level's kind of another run and gun. I find this level to be very fun. See if he maybe does the perfect... Nope. You can actually fall to the right of that egg block and do it a little bit faster, but it is very sketchy. Oh, interesting. I like that toady spit strat to clear out those guys. Ooh, I've never seen that before. I like that. Shado making his way through 6-1 as well. A hip and hop over skeleton goonies. Taking the safer flutter strat. Doesn't want to get hit. That first spear guy grab can be a little sketchy. Taking a hit from Karate Man. And Joe making his way into 6-2. Lots of bandits here, so you gotta keep your toes on you. They're hiding behind the mushrooms. If you run past the wrong mushroom, they'll grab Baby Mario and you'll have to chase him down. Over the mushrooms, through the lava, and through the woods, Pink Yoshi goes. Alright, well done, Joe. Through pretty cleanly. Shado making his way. And he gets through the chomp section very good. Good job, Shado. Let's see if anyone goes for the IL strat to jump through. Okay. Pretty clean through the stair section for Joe. 50 points for Rat Spit. Oh, no, Rat Spit. No, Baseball Rat from Joe. Disappointed. Disappointed. Let's see if he gets over the wall. Nice, good job, Joe. Getting over the wall with that baby. Shado finishing up 6-1 pretty cleanly, making his way to 6-2. Going over the flower, not bad. Alright, Shado making his way through 6-2, hopping over mushrooms, dodging the bandits. See if he gets through the foam cleanly. This could be always a little bit of a tricky section. You'll see him rapidly tonguing the bandit as he's going through, the Karate Man, so he doesn't get hit. And Joe making his way to 6-3 with spinning logs. Now, normally the spinning logs would be quite hazardous, but if you jump into them at the correct angle, they'll actually catapult you upward into safety. So if used correctly, they could be a force for good or evil. And of course, we come into our final fuzzy level. This is my scariest fuzzy level. Joe making it through drug-free, as it's supposed to be. Shado, also, no baseball rat. What is wrong with these runners today? No baseball rat? Come on. Minus 100 DKP for each of you for no baseball rat. That was really good fuzzy RNG. Shado trying to get over the wall, also gets over the wall. Good job, Shado. And a very clean 6-3 for Joe. Oh, okay. Nope, Shadow's got it. Looking good, and good job, Shadow. Look at that. Look at that low. That bottom frame on that gold ring for Shadow. Good stuff. All right, Joe making his way into 6-4 with tap tap. Yeah, that was a little sketchy. All right, you need to keep a steady pace going through this section of 6-4 so you can keep with the correct cycle for the platforms. They stay the same across the whole stage, so you want to make sure you keep moving, which is ideal, both for speed and for the timing of the platforms. Okay, going with Shy Guy Spit. Oh. Have to backtrack, going the up route. Well done. Now he's going to come into another salvo fight. Remember the boss from World 1? Well, you're going to fight him again right here in order to get a key off. Now, there's lots of different ways to fight him, so I'm curious which method Joe goes with. Okay. I think he's a little lost here. Alright, looks like Salvo got a little bit away from him. What a jerk indeed. Oh, that's alright. Gonna grab some eggs real quick. Go get that key. Alright, not bad. Shadow making his way through 6-3. Alright, nice and clean, good job. Joe on a very good pace, approaching almost a full level ahead of him. But he's got a way to go. Let's see who goes for Lava Skip. Is he gonna take the log of shame? Or brave the lava? Oh, and he's up and over. Good job. No safety ring. What a brave soul. Shadow Chimera making his way through the beginning of 6-4. Let's see. Is it the log? It's the log. That's okay. You know what? Cool surfing log on the lava. It's cool, I guess. I don't blame him. Maintaining his lead. It's a safe strat. I know there's been some debate over that. Is the log indeed faster? I'm pretty sure that would have been settled by now. Okay. Oh, Shadow going for the optimal. Ooh, beautiful salvo fight from Shadow. Well done. With the perfect wave, yeah. Very good salvo fight. And a good tap-tap fight from Joe. I barely got to talk about it, but you do 4 egg neutrals, and he's dead. A little left and right maneuvering. Good fight. Is it RNG if you get the perfect wave? Or is there a way, is it just timing of how you enter the room? And now entering 6-5 for Joe, the last auto-scroller of the game, but the longest. Alright, let's see what Shadow's gonna do here. And he takes the log as well. That's okay. That looks like he did miss that first wave, but it looks like he's gonna catch up to it. Shadow looks like he caught a pretty good wave there, so he's moving right along. Alright, well done, Shadow. Past the lava. Now, I expect to see some cool tricks out of these runners. It's a very long auto-scroller, and you need to keep yourself entertained. Alright, let's see. Shadow is patient, we have to remember that. Oh, but he gets the 4 egg shots as well. Good job. I've seen some variations from patient players on tap-tap, but solid fight for Shadow as well. 134-26. Shadow definitely has a chance to PB here. I mean, nobody's died so far, which is really good. A sub 150 is you know, should definitely be pretty easy with no deaths. Especially for the runners being at the level that they currently are. Oh, Shadow did switch to hasty? Oh, I missed that. Oh, okay. I guess maybe he just forgot to switch to hasty at the info block, and then he decided to fix it later. Excuse me. I wonder if anybody's going to go for the optimal rock strat at the end of this screen. I never learned that strat myself, but there is a falling rock coming up where you can climb up above the visible screen area, push it the opposite way, and use it to push you a little bit to get to the exit of the screen a little bit sooner. I think it saves about 2 seconds. I never learned that strat myself, but it is a very effective strat. And after that, we're going to come to a screen that involves a perfect jump, and we'll see that coming up shortly. What he's going to do is, so there's going to be another auto-scroller in the next screen, and there's a trigger on it above on a higher up platform. And what you're going to see the runners attempt to do is do a perfect jump to manipulate the screen so that the screen, because when the screen scrolls up, that's when it spawns the auto-scroller trigger. But if you do the perfect jump, you manipulate the screen and the trigger never spawns, so you actually are able to just run through an area that would normally be an auto-scroller. So we're going to see that in the next screen coming up shortly on Joe's screen. Joe's on a 147 pace. That would be a very mighty PB indeed. I mean, at this point, as long as he doesn't die, like, he should have it. Like, barring something horrible happening, this should be a very solid PB for him. Okay. Nope. One. There we go. See? That time the screen didn't scroll up, and he is now able to skip the auto-scroller. Good job, Joe. 3 tries. Very good. For a frame-perfect trick, that's good. Watch for the rocks. This area can be a little tricky. And well done. Just a run through the goal ring. And Shadow making his way through as well. So it took Joe 3 tries to get that perfect jump. Let's see if Shadow can do a little bit faster and make up some time. He could probably make up about 10 seconds or so if he does it right. If he does it on the first try, I mean. Alright, coming up on 6-6. Now, I want to see who does rock and who does rockless. So there's going to be a key at the beginning of this stage that you're going to go through some foam and find a key through a wall. Now, you can use a rock and push yourself to tongue through and get the key. Oh, Joe going for rockless. Oh, first try rockless, plus 300 swag points. What a fucking boss. First try rockless. Epic. Absolutely epic. He wants this PB and he wants it bad. Shadow also getting the screen manipulation and running through the auto-scroller. I did not pay attention how many attempts it took because I was too distracted by first try rockless. And finishing up 5-3, Joe now a full level ahead. Though 6-6 is a short level, still a full level ahead. Now coming into 6-7. The very beginning of 6-7, there's also a little bit of screen manipulation if you jump at the right time. Let's see if he gets it. Nope, not quite. So if you jump at the right... Oh, okay. Taking a moment to look up. I don't know if that saves time, but he's trying to spawn a rotating platform that's going to be coming up ahead of him, spawning at the right time. Okay, I didn't know that was a backup strat for that, just to stop and scroll the screen up. Good to know. Alright, Shadow coming into either rock or rockless. Let's see what he does. Looks like he's going for rock. Yeah, so this is the alternate strat. You push the rock, and the rock will actually push you into the key. You just have to place it right. You jump into the rock. Much more consistent. but not as fast. Warpless saves about 8 seconds done optimally, and Joe certainly did it optimally. But it's good to see the alternate version from Shado. All right, let's see if he gets the extra. Didn't get the extra boost from Joe. If you time your jump right as that red platform's coming across, you can get a little extra boost. All right, Joe, let's see it. Let's see it. Complete the swag. 50,000 points for 6-7 skip. Let's see it. Aw, no. Ooh. Shado taking a little bit of a hit, but that's okay. He's still through. Rip the 146. Shoot, he might have been able to have a 145 with 6-7 skip. Oh, Shado got the bonus. Oh no, and the worst one too. Oh no. Oh no. Literally the worst bonus. He still might PB though. That's the thing. How many swag points? Oh, that's 300 swag points. No, you know what? 350 because it's the worst one. So Shado Chimera sitting at a commanding lead of about 1,800 swag points. So he's still in it though. He's got a commanding swag point lead to Joe's. Though Joe's got about 1,000 now because he got that epic first try of Warpless, which I gotta give him points for that. What? Oh shoot! I'll give him 2,000 if he gets the 10 up. And Joe pretty cleanly through 6-7, entering the final stage. Shado doing a little screen manipulation there to spawn the... Oh, kind of misses that platform. It's okay. Ride it out. You're good. All right, now we come to the final stage on Joe's screen of Bowser. Now he's going to come... The first screen of this area is going to be a fun helicopter ride. And then the second screen is going to be interesting because there's going to be 4 rotating doors, and he's going to need a precise egg shot to get door 4. Door 4 is the ideal. Door 1 is second best, and everything after that is just garbage. Door 3 is the worst. But if he just, it's fairly easy to hit, so he shouldn't have any trouble. But that would certainly hurt his, though I think he could, oh no, and Shado, no. Oh, no. Shado, the first death of that, only death of the entire run. Door 4 for Joe. We almost had double no deaths. That might be RIP for PB for Shado, but we'll see. He might still be able to pull it out. Yeah, that was a rough one. He took it pretty far in. Maybe he can make up some time if he goes for 6-7 skip. Alright, JoJo enjoying another auto-scroller as his approach to Baby Bowser. Having a little fun with Kamek. Keeping him busy as the auto-scroller continues. Now you do have to be careful towards the end of this room. It is possible, we've seen it happen. You can despawn Bowser's door. Typically you'll only see that happen if you spit a Shy Guy so that it's rotating towards the end of the stage. We've seen it happen. Famously, Trix despawned Bowser door during one of his hundo runs. Oh. Okay, Shado. You're good. You're good. Okay. Just playing with Kamek, avoiding the PlayStation controllers. Alright, Shado should be pretty good from here. He's still on a decent pace. Like, Shado could still PB. He's got a little, like 7.5 minutes to finish this one and beat Bowser. Like that, he should still be able to PB, I think. I think he's on maybe like a 150, like about a solid 150 pace. Yeah, so maybe like high 150. Yeah, he can still definitely PB. All right, Joe coming up into Bowser now. Whoa! Now remember, there is 5,000 swag points up for grabs here with a TIA. So that's anyone's game. And I mean, like the perfect TIA. It's got to be like 3 waves, max distance. You're ranging anywhere from like 1,000 to 5,000 swag points for the perfect TIA. Let's see it. Oh, he's warming up. I think we can almost guarantee we're gonna see one from him. Oh no, you can't. Oh, rip the swag points from Joe. Reset. Game over. Is it even a valid run anymore? You had the chance to catch up with the swag points, Joe, but you let it down. You let us down, man. You let us down. That's all right. You still have an amazing run, and you're gonna have a sweet-ass PB to show for it. But I don't know if anyone's gonna validate this run now. I'm sorry to say that you did miss TIA, the most important trick in the game. But it's all right. It's all right. All right. Let's just focus on Bowser. Banned from all future. Yep. Shadow taking a helicopter ride. All right, grabbing the eggs. Let's see him. All right, that looks like a good egg. There's one. That one also looks good. Incoming, and 2 right on the nose. Looking good, and 3. This one's always a little tricky to hit. That one's gonna be close. Looks good. Ooh, nice 4. Perfect fight so far. 5, 2 more. Very nice fight from Joe so far. 6. Let's get that perfect Bowser fight. Oh, looking good. Looking good. Oh, the perfect Bowser fight. Well done, Joe. Beautiful Bowser fight. Look at that fat PB in a tournament race. Good fight. First try, Rockless. Done. Look at that, 2.5 minute PB. Hot damn. Good job, Joe. Congrats to you. That's easily like 2,000 swag points. Chalco coming in with the GG. GG's all around. Good job, Joe. You have officially the victor this round of the Yoshi's Island Warpless Winter Tournament. Congratulations to Joe. You will be moving on in the bracket, but Shadow still has a chance for epic swag points. I know Shadow won't let me down. This TIA is in the bag. That's really the most important thing out of this run, is who nails the TIA. Joe, despite a huge PB, brilliant run, first try Rockless, perfect Bowser fight. No TIA though, man. Like, come on. Let's clean that up a little bit. Let's save it for the next PB. But big congratulations and claps to jo141 on your victory. All right, somebody, I'm having a big dumb barbarian moment. Is that the New Zealand flag or the Australian flag from jo141? Pardon my big dumb barbarian brain. Geography was not my best subject. Australia, thank you. They're similar flags though, aren't they? Like, they're similar. I know it's got like a tiny British flag that's like in the British flag in space. Clearly different. Oh, yeah. Oh, Shadow getting warmed up. Look at that. He's lubricating that tongue. Let's get it. Oh, Oh, okay. He did it, but he didn't get the freeze frame, so he gets partial credit, but disappoint. He went for it though. Execution just wasn't there. He got a little too excited. I can't blame him, but patience is sometimes key. For the proper TIA, for real satisfaction, you need to take your time. You need to be slow, methodical, and precise with your tongue placement. It needs to be smooth and silky, and oh so nice. For a real TIA, comes with care and love. Ooh, that one might be a little too high. Oh, no, got him right on the nose. There's two. That one's gonna be close. A little over his head. Yo, let's play Calco next round. He's got this. Oh, went for the super high. A little too high. It's okay. That one looks good. Boop on the nose. 4, 5, 6. That one's a little too low. Good. 7. G. Double PB. We got the double PB. Oh man, if he didn't have that death in 6-7, this would have been an easy 150. Yo, double PB. What an epic race. 150-143, a nice 30-second PB from Shado, and a 2-minute 30-second PB from jo141. What an amazing pair of gamers. Shado final total coming in with about 2,100 swag points, and Joe sadly only about 1,050 swag points, but that's okay. So in the end, really it's a tie, I think. It's a tie. So we're going to have a tie-breaking round coming up next. Good luck to each of the runners. Reset. Let's go. No one stops until we get a proper TIA. But yes, once again, congratulations to both the runners, Shao, Kamira, and Joe for your runs. Double PBs, awesome runs from both of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for Volpe for having me on as commentator for this edition of the Yoshi's Island Warpless Winter Tournament. I hope you all enjoyed your time. Congratulations to both of the runners, and we will see you in the next round.